The Greater Portmore Joint Council, GPJC, was formed in about 1995 in Greater Portmore. It was a union of all the citizens' associations in the communities of Greater Portmore. All 19 of them eventually became members of the Joint Council. And the purpose of the Joint Council was to come together to do projects in Greater Portmore and to represent the people of Greater Portmore. This all happened before the municipality came into being and politicians took over full representation of the community. From the beginning, politicians and the citizens of Greater Portmore were in full cooperation. And as you can see in this picture, in one of our first meetings under my leadership, we have the councillors for Greater Portmore present. Councillor Thomas in the background there speaking to a citizen, and in the foreground is eventually Councillor Lee. But at that time, I think he was just a citizen association president from the rest of Portmore Joint Citizens Association president. But everybody was united and we were trying to help each other. Also, intimately involved in the community was the SDC. And there in the middle of the picture is the SDC officer, Miss Amy Brown, who was very, very active in the community, helping to pull everybody together. This meeting was held in the empty Greater Portmore Library. And one of the first projects we wanted to do in 1998 was to get this library opened. So we eventually wrote a proposal which got $2.5 million to establish a computer center in the library. And the library service eventually opened the library not too long after. There is a Citizen Association president, Mr. Thompson, making a point from Kensington East. And there is Mr. Lee responding to a point. I think at this point he may have been councillor, I'm not sure. But there are the other councillors, the future mayor of Portmore, Councillor Thomas there at the table, responding to questions and issues, as I'm almost sure that Mr. Lee would have been speaking about city status for Portmore. Another agency that was very, very much involved with the citizens of Portmore at that time was the National Housing Trust. And from time to time, they would have conferences at the headquarters in New Kingston. Here am I presenting on the website I created for the Greater Portmore community. There was great interest. In fact, the Gleaner dedicated 2 pages of the Gleaner to highlighting the website. So it was a big deal and novel thing at that time. Of course, nowadays it's not such a big deal anymore. But we were trying to highlight Greater Portmore and the things we were trying to achieve in that community. The Greater Portmore Joint Council regularly met in East Kensington Primary School. This is part of our delegation to the conference. This is the Greater Portmore Joint Council showing to Prime Minister Patterson and the SDC um, Director for St. Catherine our plans for a disaster management center in Greater Portmore. So there he is looking at the model that we have in front of him. That's me standing behind in the blue tie, and in the blue jacket is Heather Wallen Bryan, one of the dynamic leaders in Greater Portmore. We have tons of other videos for you to see. So give us a thumbs up, subscribe, and go on to the other videos. Thank you for watching.